Hello, beautifuls. Welcome to Self-Love Mission. Welcome to your Breathe and Receive session with me, your host and self-love teacher, Tara Love Perry. Welcome. Thank you for being here in your body, in the world. Thank you for making it. Well done. It's good to be with you all again. And today we've got some intense energies going on. Are you feeling it? Today is Wednesday, the 18th of February. We had the eclipse yesterday on the 17th. And we've got major conjunctions happening this week that haven't happened. Actually, there's a lady called Heather Ensworth that's done some research. I don't know her personally. I was listening to Pam Gregory. She's a friend of Pam Gregory's. And she was saying that the Saturn-Neptune conjunction that's at 0 degrees in Aries 2 days from now on the 20th, on Friday, hasn't happened since some 4,000 and something BC. That's the only other time it's happened that in recorded history that they can find, in 0 degrees of basically at the beginning of the entire zodiac, which is like a great reset. It's a huge reset. And isn't it interesting that it coincides with the precession of the equinoxes, which is every 6,000 several hundred years or so. And we have that enormous galactic cycle that happens as we go from a light age into a dark age. And here we are moving out of these dark times, out of the times when the shadow has had or seemed to have had the greatest power over humanity, over our earth, over our domain, over our consciousness. And here we are having this reset point again, cosmically, like in the cosmic clock that hasn't happened for 6,000 and something years, is happening on Friday. So it's the giant reset as we start again the whole journey of the going through that new cycle, a brand new cycle of our galactic clock at 0 degrees. It's pretty spectacular. So basically, I'm feeling a lot of intense energies, and it's really dropping me into that place of stillness. And I wonder if the same is happening for you. I wonder how you're feeling. Like when you get to the end of something, when you've been through a journey, and we've all been on this enormous karmic journey, every single one of us, our own stories that have played out again and again throughout our lives, the same themes running. And I bet if I did a soul reading with you, I would be able to highlight and help you see that it's been not just a lifetime of repeated stories and repeated patterns, but a soul span, a cycle in your soul that you've been experiencing similar patterns, similar stories again and again and again, because we're going through these karmic replays. And if we don't understand something, if we didn't evolve, if we didn't learn, if we didn't get completion on something, we didn't resolve something, it comes back round again in the next lifetime. Like the record, the needle on the record just keeps going round and round and round. And you might feel in some ways like, gosh, I've done all this work, I've put in all this effort, I've been through so much, and yet where have I got to? Am I still in the same place? Did anything change? I wonder if you feel that way. And maybe you can recognize lots of things have changed as well on some levels, but that actually you're really ready for that next bigger upgrade. You're really ready for that next big change, like change the record, not just another song on the record, on the same old record, but a whole new one, a whole new cycle where your soul can begin a new karmic adventure, where you're creating fresh with everything that you know now coming to the table, all the wisdom that you've gained, all the knowledge that you've gained, all of the understanding. You're not naive in your soul anymore. You've got great wisdom. And here we are embarking on this new epic soul cycle, I believe. I believe that's what it is. I've been feeling it coming and been talking about it for many, many years. And here we are in that crossover point. And maybe the difference between how you feel on Thursday and how you feel on Friday after the conjunction, or Saturday after the conjunction, you might not feel an enormous difference, but you also might. Who knows? You let me know how you feel. But it's the beginning. It's the very early stages. So we're wrapping up now. So maybe in that wrapping up, those final few moments, it's like, the winding down, the maybe being introspective, maybe being reflective about what you've learned on your journey, where you are, what you're ready for, what you're ready to really release for good, done in your soul, never to go there again. You've integrated, you've learned, you've evolved, and now you're ready for that new adventure. And this little pause, well, not really a pause, but it can feel like a pause in between. You know, when the song has finished playing on the record, and I don't know if you remember records. Anyone here still have vinyl? I don't have mine anymore. But you just watch the needle on the record, you know, the song's finished, but the record would still spin, and you would get that little bit of crackly sound. And it's like winding down, winding down. And I don't know how you're feeling, let me know, but I'm sort of feeling like that. I'm really feeling this winding down into stillness. And that moment where everything stops. And when it stops, then you take the record off. You can't take the record off while it's still spinning. You have to actually wait. Or maybe you cassette tapes, you know, you finish for the wheels to stop spinning, everything's played out. Stop, pause, take a breath, and now let's start the new one. So I'm feeling in that kind of space, and I believe it's a really potent space. It's the silences in between the words, the pauses in between our stories. I just find that that silence, that stillness is exquisite, because you can feel so much without anything really being said. Before a new story launches, there's just the anticipation. There's the quiet intuition that can already feel the seeds of the story that are about to start taking root. It's magical. Like that time between seasons, between winter and spring. And if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, you're probably feeling that right now. Seeing the end of winter and the beginning of spring, even if it's still really, really cold, you see the crocuses coming up, and it's like, yeah, here we have a new season starting. So how does that feel for you? What are you feeling? Let me know. How are you feeling with these energies? Maybe not everyone's feeling the stillness. Maybe some people are feeling like they need to rush around and finish loads of things up. Maybe it's a time of high anxiety, as you're wondering if you really are moving forward, if things really can change, and you just really want the record to change. Maybe you've got low energy, because there's a lot of, with this amount of intensity of energies, it's a lot to stay present with in the body. The body really, really feels it. There's a lot of electrical energy. There's giant solar storms going off. There's all kinds of stuff, planetary changes, weather, eruptions, all kinds of stuff. And we're feeling all of that in the collective. We're feeling the energetic shift in the planet, like the earth herself. Yes, there's intervention happening with the weather systems. Yes, it's not natural. A lot of it isn't natural, but some of it really is, because our earth she's starting a new cycle as well. She's wrapping up old stories. She's birthing anew. Her energies are super high right now. And so we're all connected. Everything's connected. The cosmos, the earth, us, all the people, all the plants, all the animals, all of the elementals, all of the different realms that we can see and we can't see. All of that is interacting simultaneously. And it's all being felt everything's getting ready for this big transformation, a big turning of energies from that unconsciousness into consciousness, from the dark age into the light age. We can call it that just as a name. But the really awakening of consciousness, it's been kindled for a long time. Some people have been awakening it for a long time. Some people are just starting to feel that dawn happening on their awareness now. And it will be a wave of consciousness, but we've already seen the gears turning. We've already been seeing the earth, the people being prepared for this great awakening. And to begin with, it's sometimes you see the dark stuff, you see all the stuff that's hidden in the shadows when there's a small amount of light. You see what's been moving around in the darkness, and it still looks shadowy. It still looks quite terrifying or quite unsettling or dark. And yet the more light that gets shone, the clearer the picture, the more obvious the scenario that's been lurking in the shadows. The people that have been lurking in the shadows, our own sense of self that's been lurking in the shadows of our psyche, our own unconsciousness. And we're seeing the light being turned up on that big time. And so for some people, it can be a bit of a shock, like perhaps what, has been out in the news recently in the last few weeks with Epstein and all of that horrific stuff. For some people, that's a shock. An enormous shock. They didn't see that coming. Some people have known about that for a very, very long time. So we're all in different places of awakening. And for some people, it will be a shock, because when we have that resistance to seeing what's hidden in the shadows, the resistance to seeing the dark side of things in life, perhaps because we feel unequipped to deal with it. We don't have the tools, or we just don't want to step up and have to take that responsibility. I was talking about a week ago or something, I was talking about sacred responsibility. Some people have avoided that. They've wanted to shirk their responsibility and not get involved and not see what's hiding in the subconscious or hiding in the unconsciousness, hiding in the shadows. Pretend that everything's okay, because their psyche wasn't at a point in development that it was able to deal with that. And some people's were. So for some people, that awakening to their own shadow, to their own, where they've been sabotaging themselves, or where they've been sabotaging their own life, or where they've been acting unconsciously and actually hurting others or hurting themselves or causing their own illness, for the deeper reasons, the darker reasons, the shadowy reasons, all of that's going to be coming to light much more rapidly now, much more rapidly. And so we are going to see our own internal awakening is quickening more than ever. And therefore, when each little being lights up, and each little, that has a knock-on effect. One person lights up, you impact somebody around you, they start to light up, they impact another person around them, they start to light up. You get this very fast ripple effect of enlightening. And when each one of us lights up with awareness, with awakenedness, with my eyes are open, I'm seeing, and I'm bringing consciousness to my own table inside. I'm bringing consciousness to my own reality. I'm bringing love and compassion and realization to my own reality. I'm bringing responsibility to my own reality. That person, you, me, everybody gets lighter. Our field, our energy glows brighter and lighter. Light, consciousness is light. And so with each one of us lighting up, that's how the world becomes awakened. Us. I often think of it like a Christmas tree, with a string of Christmas lights. And how so often you go and you put the lights on the Christmas tree, and then a bunch of the lights aren't working, and you've got to change the bulbs or figure out the electrics, why it's not working. There's always a few that are not working. And it's as if like the string of lights that's humanity, we're all connected. On the surface, you might not see it, that bulb being connected to that bulb, but when you look at the energetic connection, the electrical connection is there. And so we're all connected by that energy strand. And so we will see like each little bulb lighting up to light up the whole Christmas tree, and the Christmas tree being the world. So that's how I'm seeing it. And it's a really wonderful time. And we can take that sacred pause, that moment of stillness, to just appreciate how far we've come so far, how far we've journeyed in our own consciousness, how much we've awakened in our own psyche, how much we've integrated. I believe it's really something to just pause for and be like, yeah. Like, take it in, notice, be present with where we are right now, because soon enough, it's all going to start happening. All the new stories will start happening. The new karmic cycle will start happening. The new soul cycle will start happening. And I don't think we need to be in a rush. There's a current that's taking all of us. And I think when we can be really, really settled, really still, really in that sacred silence inside, really in a place of presence and trust, the next part can start with the most optimum beginning. You can start awake, you can start present. And isn't it wonderful? We have a Breathe and Receive, actually, a live session like this, actually on Friday. So I'll probably focus on that again. But anyway, how does this sound to you guys? Are you resonating with what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting to say all of this. I just sit down and it starts coming out of my mouth. That's what I'm feeling today. Let me know if that resonates with you and what you're feeling, how you're experiencing these energies. And then, if there's anything I can integrate into each of these breathwork sessions to support you and help you, I'll definitely do that. So it's so good that you're here. Well done for showing up. Well done for being here. Well done for being consistent. Let me know what you experience as you continue to keep going through these Breathe and Receive sessions. The little changes, what happens for you. I love to hear that. So thank you for your comments as well. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for being here. All right, let's get started. How do you feel about being in stillness? So today in your Breathe and Receive session, I'm going to leave more space between my words. And usually I don't leave too much of a space, just to help keep you present. Just a few words, just to keep you here, keep you listening in your body, guiding you. But today I'm going to let go a little bit more. I'm going to give you more space so that you can really drop in. And you might feel yourself starting to go. You might feel that, you're zoning out, maybe dropping off to sleep. So I'll use my voice just to remind you, stay present. And if you lose all sense of my voice completely, that's really okay. That's just your journey. Just follow that, trust that. You have your own internal wisdom working for you. I'm just here to point the way, not to control your experience, not to dictate anything to you, just to point the way, just to be here to hold space for you. You can reflect and connect however you wish. But you can really dedicate this breathwork session today to your deep inner connection with that stillness, the sanctuary within, the silence within, the not needing to fill the space, fill the gap, do anything, and just feeling safe enough to just drop into stillness. And of course, nothing is really still. Everything is constantly moving. All the particles constantly moving in a vibration. So just notice what you experienced today. So close your eyes. And it's like just get a sense of the shutters coming down over your forehead, over your eyes, over your whole face. And now when I say shutter, I mean the shutter to the world. Like the blinds are gently being lowered over your vision of the world around you, your life, your house, your street, your neighbors, whatever it is, what's on your social media. Just gently letting the blinds fall down. Feeling the quiet, soft darkness just descending over your forehead, over your eyelids. Feel the softening, feel the relinquishing of control, of effort. Feel the dropping sensation of the muscles in your cheeks, in your sinuses, in your jaw. Let the jaw open. You're really letting the muscles just go. It's really good just to let your jaw hang. Let all the muscles feel like they're kind of melting, but in a nice way, you know. Tension dissolving so that your senses, your awareness has space to open on the inside. Let the tongue drop into the bottom of the mouth. Let the back of the throat soften. Tilt your chin up ever so slightly, just an inch. Feel the softening in the back of the head, the back of the neck. From the top of your head down, you can feel this releasing of any tension down the back. Same thing that happens in your face, you're letting everything drop. Like all the weight, all the effort is sliding down your spine. Like a stroke sensation. Tension is just gliding off. Your weight is dropping down. You can feel it as you rest your head back into your pillow or your cushion or your chair, wherever you are. The throat's open, the jaw's soft, the back of the neck is supported and held to completely let go. When the neck's supported, your whole spine goes, Just notice that. Gentle stroking sensation or a dropping sensation from the back of the neck all the way down between your shoulder blades, the back of your heart, the back of the solar plexus. Let your body sigh. No effort. And you continue to feel the weight dropping, the stroking sensation all the way down the middle of your back, into the lower back. And give your pelvis permission to completely relax. All the muscles around your hips, let them soften. Let your hips get heavy and soft. Let your buttocks get heavy and soft. Feel the weight dropping all the way down to the coccyx bones. Right to the very tip of your coccyx. And your perineum is soft. Everything down there is soft and open. Relaxed. Surrendering into your chair or your sitting place. Let yourself sigh in through the mouth. Out through the mouth. Enjoy that relaxation. Enjoy the sensation of relief. Feel the wave of your breath moving through your whole body as you rise a little bit on the in-breath. And when the breath rolls over like a wave, on the out-breath, you sink and you soften even more. And just notice that rhythm of the coming and the going, the rising and the falling, the being lifted, the receiving that happens there as you soak it in, drink in. And then you get released and you soften even more. And there's that pause after you soften. It's kind of dreamy, soft, floaty space. Until your body receives another breath. Just notice all of the moments that happen between the breath and in the breath. You receive in, you feel lifted. There's a slight pause while you just absorb it, noticing the fullness. And then when the breath goes out, you enjoy sinking, releasing sensations. And then there's another pause. Notice everything that's happening, like you can see everything on the inside. Feeling the stroke of the breath. Feeling its presence, its consciousness. It knows exactly what to do and exactly where to go. Follow it. Follow it with your own awareness. It's not random, it's not by accident. It's very, very deliberate, very clear in its intentions, very directional in its actions, very focused on its delivery. And notice what your breath delivers to you. Notice that intent, notice the direction. Feel it. Let's become aware of the little you that lives in your head, your thinking self, your awareness, the one whose voice you hear all day long, your thinking voice. The mini you that looks out of your eyes like windows to the world. Get a sense of your little self. The part that has awareness. Part that's listening right now. Get a sense of your little mini me. What you can see, what you can hear. The vibe that you get. And invite your little mini you to move into the space right in the middle of your head where the light is. When you tilt the chin up ever so slightly and soften the throat and soften the back of the head, it becomes really easy for your little me in your head to just sit back, lean back, rest back, soften into that space. Let them surrender in. So you don't have to have any thoughts, anything that you have to work out. You just find that space where the light is. It's like a chair of light or a cushion of light or a space waiting for you. It's always there for you. This is your light. Your greater self, your greater consciousness, your divine mind. You can simply surrender into it. Notice what it looks like, or senses like, or feels like, or sounds like. Drop in. And notice that the breath lifts you up directly underneath this cushion of light. As the breath rises up through the mouth, up through the roof of the mouth, up underneath you. It's precision. It's not by accident. Let that rising and falling sensation happen in the center of your head, so that when the breath comes in, you're lifted ever so slightly, and then on the out breath that cushion sinks down, that cushion of light. You start sinking, and you're simply going to let the breath come in and pick you up, hold you, and then on the out breath, lower you down. You sink in. And it's such a sensation of relief. It's kind of sublime when you just let go. And each breath picks you up and holds you wherever you are as you sink down through the center of your head and your throat, down into your body. Your breath comes in like that wave, lifts you, holds you, pauses for a moment to let you gather, let you stay present with what's happening. Take stock of what you're receiving, and then on the out breath, you get lowered deeper down. And you descend down through the center of your body on that cushion of your awareness, that cushion of light. Lifting. Another moment to remember that you're being held. And releasing. Feeling safer and safer just to drop in and drop down. You can let go of the edges. And as you soften yourself on the inside, all of your organs relaxing and softening. It's as if the walls of the central space, that column within you, soften and move and open and expand. You as a vessel and a container become more open inside, more spacious. Able to hold deeper and deeper levels of presence with yourself. And use your hands to stay connected to your body so that you can stay present with all of the sensations, and wherever you are on that cushion with your breath, you're staying completely connected and with you. And if you have any expectations in your head, let that part of your mind soften. There's nothing for you to do, literally nothing. And just notice how everything works without you doing a thing. You can just be like a little kid on that cushion, getting deeper and deeper and deeper, with your little eyes wide open on the inside, with curiosity and wonder. There's nowhere to get to, there's nothing to do. Just keep noticing what it looks like, what it feels like, what you can hear. Until you let yourself drop all the way down, down through the tummy, down into the sacral. Until eventually, on that out breath, you land in the deepest part of you, where you get that connection with the earth within you. It might feel like landing on the sand underneath the water. It might feel like touching the soil. It might feel like you meet something solid or more dense. Just notice. And you let your awareness sink into it. You're going deeper and deeper inside your mortal matter, the earth of your body. Breathing, letting the breath meet you this deep down. And all you have to do is be soft. Jaw, throat, chest, diaphragm, tummy, sacral center, perineum, spine. Everything so soft that the breath can pour all the way down till it meets you right at the bottom. You get that little bit of breath scooping around the bottom of you, delivering you in your deepest place, your spirit connecting to your body. Tune all of your senses within and listen and feel. Let yourself stay present with the rising and falling. Feel the rocking movement, lifting and releasing you. Letting the breath be that pillar of strength inside that takes the weight of everything and it holds you up, breathes you into life, softens you back into your body. Notice how it feels to receive. Notice when you've drunk in enough. And then notice how it feels to release. Dropping into the pause. Listen. Use your hands to stay connected anywhere on your body, to validate your sensations, your emotions, whatever's happening. What can your inner ears pick up? Can you hear the silence? Notice the unity, the unconditional union between that which breathes you and is present in your breath, and your own awareness of being breathed, of being enlivened, animated, incarnate. Notice the intertwined connection of life itself and you. Like two strands woven together. Life to give it shape and form and voice and tone, color. And you need life so that you're not just of dust, of potential, what could have been. Notice that union. Breathe into how that feels for you when you remember, when you realize This is what it all comes down to. When you distill everything in your life, this is the essence of it. This is the concentrated version. Can you really let yourself fall into the arms of this greater presence within you? And be ready to choose a new journey. Just simply be ready to choose. Such a quiet feeling. It's private, intimate. This is your relationship with life right here in that feeling. Whatever you're feeling, that's the core signal, the core vibration of your whole life. And just notice that. Say out loud to yourself, hello me. Hello life. Thank you for being here, me. Thank you for being here, life. Let your words land. See if you receive your thank you. Do you receive it with an open heart, and open hands, and open mind? Thank you, me. Thank you, life. Say to yourself, well done, me. Have a little moment of acknowledgement, of congratulations. Well done, me. Give your heart a little rub, or your tummy, or hold yourself in a certain way that feels affirming, comforting, loving. Reminding you that you are here in a human physical body, having a human physical experience. Well done, me. Say to yourself, I love you, me. I love you, me. I love you, life. Just notice what's happening. Notice the quality of your relationship with life. Perhaps you have a conversation that needs to be had there. Some peacemaking, maybe. Some deeper understanding. Some more surrender. Or just an increased amount of joy that you're really allowed to receive. Say thank you, me. Well done, me. I hear you. I feel you. I've got you. Without any judgment, you're just being there for yourself. You can use your hands again to connect anywhere that responds in sensation when you say those words. Well done, me. I love you. Thank you. And say, I now choose to come home to the truth. I now choose to come home to the absolute truth. That I am. That is. Right now. Breathe. Receive. Notice the feeling. Well done. Give yourself a squeeze or a stroke or a hug or whatever feels good. And you can stay in this space as long as you like. You don't have to speak or comment or say anything right now. You can just drift off and stay in your own space. And you're also very welcome to share what happened for you, what you've realized today, what you felt in your silence. It's in those pauses that we let everything integrate, where you let your food and your mind digest, your mind food. Just let yourself be in peace today. Nothing needs to be forced. Nothing needs to be worked out. Just let things unfold. You are being carried. That is for sure. Being carried by life. There's a plan. Trust the process. So thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this today, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. It really, really helps other people to come and find this video so that they can enjoy this as well. And we share the love. We share this message of peace with others. We can share the silence and the understanding. And I really appreciate all of you that subscribe as well. Really, really love that. Thank you. It gives your energy back to this channel. It's a reciprocation as I'm giving out to you for free. And all you have to do is receive. And then if you choose to give back, that free action for you as well, which is to subscribe and like and leave a comment. Really, really helps. We have that reciprocation, and that's what helps things grow and expand and get better and better and better. So the more people that actually join in with this, the more inspired I am to keep doing it. And we keep showing up, and we can have this collective experience together and grow the collective awakening, grow the collective awareness. I love that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here. You're so welcome. You're feeling a deep sense of being cleansed and held. Yes, it's always really good to remember that we're held, isn't it? Absolutely. All right, have a wonderful rest of day. Mwah. I love you, and I'll see you soon.